Hello everyone, welcome back to Munch and Money. And one of my friends recently said to me, and yeah, believe it or not, I do actually have some friends. I'm not just that weird guy on the internet, although, well, kind of am. Anyway, moving on swiftly. He said, right, all these videos are great about all the habits and things that I need to build up, but how do I really get that first 10k? Like, how do I develop some skills that will mean that I can put away money every single month so I can build up and I can start actually seeing some results? And I was like, right, that is a really good point. The first 10k is extremely difficult, and in this video I'm going to show you how on a monthly consistent basis you can build that up so you can have 10k and start building the future that you want. So I'm going to assume if you're watching this video and you want to build your first 10k that you've got an income. If you haven't, you should probably stop watching this right now and go and get a job. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is learn how to budget, right? Budget. The B word. Not that one, the other one. Right, common misconceptions about budgeting. Budgeting isn't looking at all of your money and thinking, oh my god, I need to cut that. I haven't got any money. Oh my god, I need to live like a hermit for the next 5 years. I need to stop buying coffees. I need to... No, right, calm down. Stop doing that. All a budget is a review of your spending. So what I say in a budget is, first thing you should do, take your bank statement, log into your online app or whatever, or, you know, if you're old school, download your papers, whatever it may be, from your bank. They all let you do it. And just go through, right, what am I spending on drinking, eating out, luxury purchases like clothes? What are my subscriptions? And just have a look at them and put them onto a basic spreadsheet, yeah? And what that's going to do is give you knowledge about what you're spending on, and that is all a budget is. It's a review of your finances, and then you can take certain things away. So, for example, if you do this, I can pretty much guarantee you that you are spending more than you think on things like eating out, alcohol, and luxury purchases. Because I know when I did this, I was like, there's no way I'm spending that much on, like, eating out. You know, Wetherspoons, absolutely love it. But yeah, I was burning like 100 quid a month on just shit. And I thought, well, is that really worth it? For me, you know, I do love a Wetherspoons, as I said. But that's what a budget is. It's about allocating your money effectively. And I want to bring in Ramit Sethi on this. He's a big YouTuber. He's an author as well. He's got a book called I Can Teach You to Be Rich, actually, I think it's called. Very good book. I would recommend it. And what Ramit says is that in your budget, you should allocate aggressively to the things that you actually value and limit the things that you really don't want to spend money on. Now, that seems to make sense. It's like, well, yeah, I'll spend a lot on the good stuff and not a lot on the bad stuff. But when you look at it, you'll think, right, do I want to be spending £100 a month on Wetherspoons, or would I rather spend an extra 50 quid a month, put that away, and then have a £500 holiday with my girlfriend to Scotland, or something like that? Suddenly, having 3 plates for 15 quid on a Tuesday doesn't sound as attractive, right? And that's all a budget is. It's specific, allocated spending. And that's the first thing that you can look at to get your 10k. Because when you break down your finances, you'll probably see that without really impacting your life very much, you'll be able to save 50 quid here, 100 quid there, whatever it may be. And putting that away instead of spending it on crap is going to be the first thing that you can do to build up your 10k. And there's so many things that you can do that are super easy in order to save a bit of money every single month. So, for example, what does my head in is that people don't even look at the discounts in the supermarket, right? And this drives me absolutely mad. I've got people spending £7 a kilogram on chicken, when in the discounted section it's £2.50. Mate, you better be a multi-millionaire if you're not looking at those discounts. If you're not a millionaire by now and you're not saving 5-10k a month already, I want you on your knees looking at the back of that cupboard for those discounts in Asda, in the Co-op. It's absolutely printing money. And ironically, all the people that I see in Asda, at the Whoopsies, at the discounts, they're all really well dressed, super professional. It's usually the people that have got the big egos that aren't willing to look for the bargains. Like, guys, get on your knees, look for those yellow labels. It will save you money. And get yourself a fridge freezer. You know that my fridge freezer right now is packed full of £2 chicken breast that I got. And that probably saves me 50, 100 quid a month. So swallow your pride, drop your ego, and start looking for those bargains, guys. Come on, sort it out. But it's all good being smart about the small things, you know, like the £5 here, the £10 there, you know, the little bit of money that you can save by, you know, bargain hunting and whatnot. But the way that you're going to save your first 10k is really with the big decisions. And I'm a firm believer that most of your time in budgeting should be spent on the big things. And whilst we're on the theme of swallowing your ego, we're going to look at 2 big things that people mess up all the time. And that is having too much car and having too much house. If you're in your 20s, you do not need a 40 grand car. It doesn't need to be German. It doesn't need to be a Mercedes or a BMW. You do not need a good car. You can save £200, £300, £400, £500 a month just by having a perfectly modest, perfectly reasonable car. Same with house. If you're in your early 20s or late 20s or even your early 30s, you don't need a £400,000-500,000 house, guys. I don't care if you want kids. I don't care if you want to show off to the neighbours. I don't care if your brother, your cousin, your sister, your friend has just got a £500,000 house and you need to outdo them. Swallow your pride. You do not need that. Life is long, right? It's 70, 80, 90 years long for most of us. You can upgrade down the line. But what you can't do is sacrifice those 10 years in your 20s and 30s, however long, when you can be saving, when you can invest, when you haven't got the responsibilities. That is so important. So in your 20s, in your 30s, if you want your first 10k and you're struggling, look at, do I really need this car? Can I downgrade this car? Do I really need to be renting this place or buying this place on this mortgage? Just that decision alone can probably save you 200, 300, 400, 500 quid a month, and you're going to have your first 10k in a year, 2 years. It's a no-brainer, guys. Have a review of your expenses, sit down and decide, do I need this? And if the answer is no, downgrade it, save the rest. Next up is yet another underrated skill, and I'm on fire today, man. I'm feeling this. I think it's because I'm super passionate about this subject, right? I'm sat there in my living room right now just screaming at my microphone. It's quite embarrassing, really. Anyway, the next skill is negotiation. Right, the amount of times I see people pay full price for things that they don't need to pay full price for is astounding, guys. Simple. Can this be cheaper, please? Or is a discount available, please? Example. My girlfriend wants braces right now. It's going to cost £5,000. One question. Hi, is a discount available, please? Oh, yes, sir. We can actually do it for £4,500. I've just saved 500 quid. £500 in 3 seconds. Just by saying, hi, is a discount available, please? And you can do this on anything. Like when I bought my first house, I bought some oak furniture, like a table and bookcase and shit. And it came to like a couple grand, and they just said, well, if I buy both, can I have a discount? And they knocked 15% off, just like that, straight away. And, some people say, oh, well, you need confidence to do that. Like, you don't just say, hiya, is a discount available, please? And you can do this on virtually anything. Say you're buying a TV from Curry's, you can just ask for a discount, or, literally anywhere, pretty much, within reason, you can ask for a discount. It's just a no-brainer. It's one of the highest return on investment things that you can say is, hi, is a discount available, please? Or could this be any cheaper? And you'll be amazed at how quickly you can save money here. So that 500 quid that my girlfriend saved on her braces, she's going to take that and invest it straight into the stock market. It's that easy. All you need to do is ask. And again, it comes back down to ego and pride, really. It's like some people get a bit embarrassed. They're like, oh, I don't really want to ask. Guys, you've got to have uncomfortable conversations in life, and learning negotiation is absolutely critical to saving money that you can then take away, invest, save, do whatever you want with it. But you'd rather have it than a big store. So yeah, learn negotiation skills, and remember the magic words. Could this be cheaper, please? Next thing is an absolute classic in the budgeting space that a lot of people forget about. So there are actually 2 ways that you can build money. And one is to save money, buy less, scrounge, budget. But the other is to actually increase your income. And if you want to look at how you can increase your income and ask for a pay rise, I've got loads of videos on this channel that can help you do that. But don't forget, you don't just have to scrounge, you don't just have to budget. You can also increase your income and then put the difference into your savings and your investments to get your first 10k. So do not forget, there are 2 ways to do this. Cut your costs or increase your income. Ideally, you can do a combination of both. Next up is, well, I'm going to calm down a little bit now. I'm going to go a bit softer on you. I've been quite harsh in this video, telling you not to have your avocado toast, your coffees, things like that. And that brings us into this point, which is don't be so harsh on yourself, right? So budgeting, saving money and investing is a really, really difficult thing. Virtually no one is doing this, right? Most people don't have £1,000 to their name. If an emergency happened, most people are just skint or they have to take a loan out. So acknowledge that you're doing a brilliant thing by looking at your finances and wanting to better yourself. And realise that, right? That this is difficult. This does take time. And there's plenty of things you can compare this to. So, like the gym is a good example. You go to the gym for a few weeks. You're like, this is shit. This hurts. My body's in pain. But over time, you get used to it. Your body starts reacting well. You start developing. It just becomes easier and it almost becomes fun. Same with playing guitar, right? I've been playing guitar for like 10 years and I'm still shit. And the reason I'm shit is because I might pick it up for 10 minutes here and there a few times a week. I'm not doing it consistently, so I shouldn't expect results. So be consistent. Don't be harsh on yourself. When you get that first 2K, go out for a meal. Treat yourself. Do whatever you want to do. As long as you can come back to your positive habits down the line and you're generally moving in the right direction, up and to the right with your savings and your investments, then you're doing a good job. Better than most people. So take that away. Be happy with yourself. The fact that you're watching content like this is a good sign as well. And there's plenty of it out there. You're doing more than 90% of people, so be proud of yourself. I'm certainly proud of you. Keep going. And remember not to fall into the classic traps, right? So we're going to use the gym metaphor again. I've got a friend who goes to the gym, and he's been going to the gym since he was like 14 years old. And my guy is an absolute unit. And he warms up with my max rep, basically. He's like 2-3 times stronger than me. But he's been going to the gym for like 15 years, right? So don't compare yourself to someone who's been doing this for longer than you have. In fact, don't compare yourself to anyone. Personal finance is personal for a reason. Don't compare yourself to anyone. You are already doing the right things by saving, investing, even a tenner, 20 quid a month. So don't compare yourself to others. Just focus on your own journey and you will build your first 10K. If you found this video helpful, guys, give me a like, give me a subscribe, leave me a comment even. Treat me to a comment, guys. Come on. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Munch and Money out.